Hello everyone, my name is Hong Chiu-Wing Timothy and I'm going to have a short presentation on the EE 4090 Engineering Training Module 2, which is the Raspberry Pi and IoT application. So this is the introduction. So in these 5 days trainings, I've been experienced in exploring the Raspberry Pi and Internet of Things technical training programs, and it's 5 days training with focusing on hands-on learning using Raspberry Pi. Also, the training during the training we have some practical exposure on the IoT concept, Python programming, and also the real-world sensor applications. So for the day one, I've been trying to set up the Raspberry Pi and the operation system installations. So we learned how to burn the system into the Raspberry Pi and then try to run it. Also set up remote access from TeamViewer for easier development, and it's been very useful throughout 5 days trainings. I've been used the TeamViewers for capturing the result and perform analysis on my another local computer instead of doing documentation in the Raspberry Pi, so it is more easy to do it in the Windows system, but we need to develop it in the Raspberry Pi operation system. So the TeamViewer has been very important, and I've learned that how to use it. Also with some file transaction between the Raspberry Pi and the local Windows. So also I've learned with a new IDE called Phony IDE, which is built in the Raspberry Pi system. Uh, Compared with others IDE I've been used to develop Python, it is better and more intuitive when we are trying to develop some applications in Raspberry Pi. So next we have in the day two we have computer vision trainings, which we set up the camera module for the Raspberry Pi, and then we explore TensorFlow and OpenCV for image processing, and we have some traditional method on the object detections, and I've been implement different algorithm to explore more techniques. So it is I think it is a very foundational skills in modern technology, especially it's being more popular in the field of computer vision. So it brings me a very good insights of how we could uh, do such things. So in the day three, we have the live text recognitions. So we use the camera again to capture the image and perform the text recognitions. And we implement the OCR to extract live text from the image. So actually we learned a lot about the OCR libraries and how could we choose the model to get a better result and analysis throughout different image. How could we possibly fine tune using different parameters? We could achieve a better extraction result. So in day four, we use the sensor head and development of 3 applications. So one is the snake games, and we have another one is the sensors, and also with directional control games. So actually, it is pretty challenging, especially when we come to snake game. We need to implement uh, the things we learned throughout the whole degrees about, for example, like the data structure and algorithm, how to perform the snakes to move, and then and also we need to have some hardware debugged on the Raspberry Pi because of the sensor hot. Is it successfully installed or not? So it is a very interactive challenge, and it brings a lot of hands-on experience on the sensor integration and game development for me. So for the last day, we have been explore about the database and web server training. So we established a local database on the Raspberry Pi using MySQL, and we have a web-based monitoring with Apache and PHP to monitor the environment data like humidity, temperatures. So it is a very practical IoT implementation, and it stores and visualizing sensor data very effectively. And I've learned the powerful of the uh, of the IoT. So basically, this is the end of my 5 day conclusion. So I've learned a lot, especially on the hands-on skills in Python, sensor, and computer vision. So I'm ready for to equip those things I've learned and try to implement it for my next project or add to explore the real-world IoT technology. Thank you.